Hello, my name is Dr. Maisie Tomlinson, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about animals and everyday social life and the methods that I use in my work to research how animals contribute to social life, both to their own societies and to ours. Because animals are woven into our everyday lives in ways that we might not always recognise. So in fact, the sociologist Clifton Bryant argued that there is virtually no area of our social life that is untouched by animals, even if that relationship isn't immediately obvious to us. And he argued that if we want to properly understand a society, then we need to take what he called these zoological connections seriously, tracing those connections, sometimes even going behind the scenes of everyday practices to unearth those relationships. Because if we take a moment to think about it, animals are part of all of our lives, even if we don't have companion animals like dogs or cats. So from the milk that we pour in our cereal, to the leather shoes we wear, the food on our plates, the medication we take that was probably developed through animal testing, the way that animals entertain us on social media and on the telly, the ways that animal metaphors pepper our language with moral judgments, so greedy as a pig or gentle as a lamb. Animals are also the subject of intense political debate about what their rights should be, about how it's permissible to treat them, where they should and shouldn't be allowed to live and roam. And historically, of course, animals have been part of huge social transformations. So the labour of oxen powered the ploughs in the agricultural revolution. Horses and elephants participated in the conduct of famous wars. Mice and rats are responsible for some of the most celebrated developments in biomedicine. And now, of course, animals are caught up in and warn us about climate change. So, whether we have direct contact with them or not, we all have lots and lots of zoological connections. And this can open up really radical new ways of thinking about the social. But what has been really important in my work is to recognise that when we go behind the scenes, these animals are real, living, breathing creatures. So part of my work involves doing what's called multi-species ethnography, which is a contested method in many ways, and it's still developing, but it's about spending time in the environments of animals, observing them and their interactions, using all of our senses to try and understand in what ways animals shape the worlds of other beings, including those of humans, and how they in turn are shaped by relations of power and the interactions that we ourselves have with them.